Is my boss queer? I started working with my boss about 10 months ago. She's about 12 years older than me, and married to a man with 2 children. She's very kind and attentive, and we have never had any issues in our working relationship. I'm gay, 31F, openly, and would speak about my partner, but I wouldn't be screaming it from the rooftops in the office, as I am private by nature. I have been curious from the beginning if my boss is perhaps queer or bi, or just a great ally and sympathetic to me being lower key about my relationship. She recently got a promotion, which drove a brief wedge between us for about 2 weeks as we got used to the idea of the reorganization. Recently, there was an office event where quirky socks were to be worn in celebration of Down Syndrome Day. She had ordered them specifically for this event as she had mentioned it to me, but it wasn't until the day itself and I saw her that I saw they were rainbow Love is Love socks. She was the only person wearing socks to celebrate that day. She also previously divulged a couple months ago that she had previously done a short story course and written about a gay affair between 2 men a few years earlier. She seems genuinely upset that we won't be working together as closely anymore. I saw her eyes well up ever so slightly when she said she'd miss being on the team, 3 of us in total, including her, during my last performance review. We would frequently speak about how well we get along, and how similar we are. We seem to have clicked very quickly, and she is enormously protective of me, as well as always wanting to teach and mentor me. Am I crazy to think she might be queer, or is she just a good person who is trying to make me feel comfortable in the workplace? Maybe she is, but just leave it. She's your boss, and it's a professional environment, so if you don't know, it's not yours to know, I think. I get the curiosity, so don't think you're wrong, but don't water those thoughts. Honestly, who cares? She seems like a good boss. She's married to a man. There's no need to speculate on her sexuality, just like you wouldn't want random people at work speculating on yours just because you're nice to them. Don't mix professional with personal, and even if she's gay, that doesn't mean she's into you like that. Advice? Not sure if I'm a lesbian, 17F. Hey, I'm a 17 years old queer girl. I've always preferred females over males and am definitely attracted to them. I'm not physically attracted to guys often TBH, but sometimes if I get to know a guy, then I will feel attracted BC of their personality. But I'm just going to be honest, I think dicks are disgusting and they gross me out. I've never had sex, but just seeing them deters me, lol. Even their bodies aren't very attractive to me. So, I've been wondering if I'm a lesbian? Do girls who like guys feel like this, or no? Girls are taught any warm feelings for a man is potentially romantic. I just say feeling good about a friendship with a man and being soft with a man because he makes you feel good and not wanting a romantic attraction to him, but just enjoying his company. That sounds like grounds for building a friendship. I think with the introduction of Comfet, the lesbian masterdoc and more people being open about being LGBTQ+ issues, questioning is common. But just because you feel warm towards a guy doesn't mean you're romantically/sexually attracted to him. Being a lesbian doesn't mean you can't feel anything towards a man. And we're not just talking about the lovey-dovey stuff. Thanks for your reply. I'm going to check out the lesbian masterdoc BC. I've never seen it before. And I've never really thought about Comfet before. That was helpful. Maybe I just feel warm feelings towards guys sometimes, and it's not attraction, but just wanting to be friends with that person. Before you do that, how would you describe your feelings towards women versus men? Well, that's a big question, so sorry for the long response. In general, and I know this will sound bad, I think I subconsciously like women more. I don't want to be sexist, and I'm all for equality and non-discrimination, but I've noticed it in hindsight. I feel more comfortable with them, I like talking to them more, I find it easier to make a connection, etc. With men, I feel nervous? At odds with? I don't really get them, if that makes sense. This doesn't go for all guys though, like if I'm just making casual convo I'm good, but trying to make friends is a different story. I've made good friend with guys before, but they were LGBTQ. And I have to say, as far as attraction goes, I think women are beautiful and attractive and amazing. Men, I sometimes find physically attractive, but they usually have more feminine features if you know what I mean. And it's rare that I'm physically attracted to a guy. Does this answer your question? Edit, it might be important to say that I don't trust guys that much if I don't know them, which I feel is justified considering all the bad stuff that happens to women by men. I think it's normal for most women to feel a little apprehensive around me. What I'm getting is that you find men, often with feminine features, attractive and feel more at ease around women. What about romantically feelings? What does that look like for you? Okay, I'm a lesbian. I labeled myself as bi or pan for a long time. Almost exclusively dated cishet men. I just got out of a 3-year relationship with a man. And I've made some observations, like I'm not really all that attracted physically to men. I'm kind of whatever about what they look like. Women on the other hand, I find beautiful and captivating. Since this breakup, I have found myself with a deep desire to date women. I guess I need to admit that I'm just not that into men and I am, in fact, a gay. I started casually talking to a woman, and I find myself looking at her pictures frequently because she is so pretty. I have one hell of a girl crush. I will publicly come out on social media eventually, but I'm waiting a bit after the breakup drama dissipates and I have moved out. So yes, I am super fucking gay, sapphic as hell, gigantic lesbo. Welcome, fellow lesbian. I hope everything goes well with your coming out situation.